The demands from a commuter motorcycle in a developing market like India is always evolving. The Indian consumer is no longer happy with just the mileage and reliability. We aspire for more. We want stylish street fighter looks. We want playful engine performance. We strive for reassuring braking power. And that is where the Honda CB Hornet comes in. But can it deliver? Let's take a look at what we learned from our 2-day road test after covering more than 200 kilometers on this motorcycle. Commuter bikes mean a lot of hours in the city riding in horrible traffic conditions. That is why people want the relaxed ergonomics. I'm about 5 feet 8 inches and I find the ergonomics is spot on. The handlebars are not too low, neither too much raised. The foot pegs also give a comfortable position but provides enough confidence while cornering. The seat is soft but not too cushy, which means long rides won't cause back pain. The fit and finish is also very good. The switches could have been a bit better, but I guess I'm nitpicking now. There is no emergency kill switch, which I found a little odd, but it's not a deal breaker for me. The console offers a clean display and only the gear position indicator and the gear shift indicator are missing. But that, my friends, is something you can all see for yourself. The real importance is on the performance. Honda definitely has a different approach than the current crop of commuters which I've ridden so far. The 5-speed gearbox has longer ratios and instead of hitting the rev limiter all the time, it builds power gently. The bottom end isn't strong, but after 5000 RPM it gets stronger and pulls well up to 100 km per hour speed. It kind of starts losing steam after that, and reaching the top speed takes quite a while. But if you're looking to cruise around 100 km per hour on the highway, this bike will do it stress-free. In city, you don't need to shift gears all the time. It's not as fun as the Gixxer, but definitely geared a lot more towards the urban commuter. The thing which surprised me on this bike was the handling. The front end feel is just amazing and it took me by surprise. The motorcycle gave me the confidence to lean it into the corner and the handlebars weighed up nicely, meaning the front end was very reassuring while cornering. The same handlebars are utmost flickable in low speed city riding. It's kind of like having a steering dampener on a commuter bike. When you're riding it in the city, it's the most flickable thing, but when you're doing high speed cornering, the steering weighs up nicely and it gives the front a very rigid feel, so you feel very confident and you can really take this bike to its limits. I wish it had more power because this is where you can enjoy the bike to its fullest potential, and I think we were not running out of stability but we were running out of power. It's a very nice bike to enjoy. I mean, it probably could do with a bigger engine with this chassis even. Even with the pillion, the handling maintains the same composure. I think it's the best handling commuter I've ridden so far, but I really have to test it back to back with the Suzuki's Gixxer SF because the handling on that bike was also very impressive for me. For now, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 on handling. On both the days we had tested the CBS version of this bike, Honda also makes a non-CBS version with a drum brake at the rear. Ride with Rahul strongly recommends you to buy the CBS version, paying the slight extra premium, because these are the best brakes I've tested on a 150cc class motorcycle by far. Going late into the braking was so easy and stopping power was so strong with a good amount of initial bite followed with a progressive feedback. This braking definitely makes the motorcycle a lot more safer than all the other bikes in this class. The tires are also doing a good job in corners and they work well under hard braking as well, so full on advantage to MRF for that. Mileage is around 40 to 42 kilometers per liter, which is standard for bikes of this class when you're comparing with the Gixxer SF or the Pulsar 150. After spending a couple of days with the Hornet, I'm 100% sure that Honda has provided a worthy motorcycle to the legacy of the unicorn. I'm sure this motorcycle will rock the sales charts. Speaking of sales charts, if you're in and around Kolkata looking to test drive or book the Honda Hornet, contact my friends at Duga Honda who will be happy to help you out. The contact details are right on your screen right now. I wish I could call it the best commuter bike I've ridden so far, but I cannot do that till I've ridden it back to back with the Gixxer SF. But it is definitely right up there in quality, and the brakes are definitely better. I know you guys watch my reviews because I covered the negatives of all the motorcycle very clearly. On this bike, I didn't get the low end power, and the throttle response is also not instantaneous like the Gixxer SF. The console could have gotten the gear position indicator, and also it's a little hard to read when sunlight's coming from a certain angle. The motorcycle misses a kill switch, which is pretty standard in all the bikes these days. I was test riding this bike with my friends Shomik and Empty Biker. Both of them felt that there was a vibration on the right foot peg, which was not really a concern for me because I wear Dainese's race boots which filter out all this vibration, so it must not be very high. But if you're wearing normal sneakers, which most likely you will be wearing, you will feel a slight bit of vibration on the right foot peg. I don't know whether this is with this bike or is it possible that it's there in all the bikes, but this is something both of them said, and one of them is the Hornet's owner, so I'm just putting that on record. In conclusion, I must say that it's one of the best commuter 150cc's I've ridden so far. It might be considered the absolute best after I compare it with the Gixxer SF and come up with a winner next week. The CBS technology is something that has improved stopping power by a lot. Honda has tried something really nice with this bike, and it goes out to different user groups, from college students to even middle-aged commuter people who are moving around a lot of kilometers within the city. I mean, this is one bike that can do it for everyone. I feel the approach of Hornet has been tremendously successful, and the pricing is competitive. When we compare it with the other Honda bikes, the pricing has always been on the higher side, but with this bike I think the pricing is also spot on, and it will really give a good competition to rest of the bikes who are already doing well in this segment. If you're thinking of buying a 150cc motorcycle, definitely keep this as one of your top choices. Don't take my word for it. Come take a test ride at Duga Honda or your local dealership. Next week we will compare it with the Suzuki's Gixxer SF and the Pulsar's Ace 150. Till then, you can watch the reviews of these two bikes on my channel, and if this is first time on my channel, then please do hit that subscribe button because that review is coming, and when you hit subscribe we get more bikes for review. Also check out my friend Empty Biker on YouTube. He's a new guy from Kolkata, so if you like his content, do support him by subscribing to him as well.